welcome to the Burman Coffee Behmor Plus Advanced Feature video. Today I'm going to walk you through quickly how to use the Behmor Plus Advanced Features. I'm going to assume most of you know how to run the Behmor defaultly, so this video will just feature on how to use the override mode, speed up the drum speed, and use the temp sensors. So firing up the Behmor, we already got our coffee in there. Basically, to use any advanced features, you still got to start it like you normally would. So pick whatever profile you've been defaultly using. In this case, I usually use P3, time profile C, right? And then you're going to hit the start. All the advanced features are going to come into play after you have started it in the default profile. Now, as we can see on the LCD here, we are on a solid P3. Basically what that's telling us is that we're in the default automatic running P3 curve. The first thing that I like to do, I tend to live in the override modes, is I kick it into override mode P5. So after the drum is starting to turn, you hit P5, and now we can see on the LCD P5 is flashing. If you see a flashing heat setting, that is the override mode, and P5 is going to be 100% voltage, P4 is 80% voltage, P3, so on and so forth. So the P5 is the hottest, where in the default profiles, P1 is going to be the hottest. Now, some of the other cool features here, obviously we got our light we can turn on. You can speed up the drum by hitting D, which almost gets you twice as fast, you know, a little better mix mechanism. The other useful features of the plus mode are hitting A, hold it, and you get the exhaust temperature, and then you got B, which is going to be the sidewall temperature. Now, unfortunately, those are not bean temperatures, so you can use them as a guide. You know, if you're using the same machine, same type of coffee, you're going to see similar temperatures out. But you can't use them as a bean temp to know when to end the roast. Now, I love override P5. I always start in override P5. You can use it to patch the profiles, absolutely. I tend to always start in override P5. The downside to override P5, if you leave it on override P5, you'll eventually overheat the machine and you'll shut it down with an error 3. The trick is right around first crack to turn it to an override P4. It'll be right around the safety switch for the machine and also first crack. So sometime right around there, you gotta make sure to turn it down to a P4. If you ever hit error 3, which is the overheat, you have to hit the off button and then the cool button. So if you see error 3, hit off button and cool button. That means you left it on P5 too long. And since it's an overheat switch for fire protection, the machine just shuts itself down. It does not kick itself into the cool mode. So it's good to avoid that if at all possible. One of the other big features, you can patch. So if you're using automatic running P2 and it's just not getting dark enough for you, you can always kick it into override P5 temporarily. I've already shown you how to do that. You hit P5, you get it flashing. If you ever want to go back to your default running profile, you just hit the 1 pound button. Then you can see we're back to solid P3. And then if I want to kick it back into the overrides, I just hit the button and now we're flashing P5. And so assume this was going into first crack right now. The first thing I want to do is I want to kick it at least into override P4. That'll drop the temperature, make sure the machine doesn't overheat. Alright? And usually P4 will get you all the way to second crack after about a couple minutes, you know, in the roast. So going from P5 just to P4 at first crack is usually good enough. Then you just hit the cool button when you get to your desired roast. Pretty simple stuff.